Hello everyone, this is Kelly here today with MissInkStamps from the Inky Gnome, and I am going to do a coffee inspired card today. Another thing I like to do for inspiration for cards is to use challenges, especially sketch challenges. So I found a sketch to do this card with, and I love the way it turned out. So I'm doing a lot of coffee colors and kind of keeping mostly monotone on this card using a craft paper for my card base, which is what you're seeing here. I've got the Lotta Love stencil, which is a great stencil for so many different things. You'll see some other DT members that have used it with rainbow colors or just brown on brown, like all different things, and it always looks amazing. And I love that it also has the little heart pattern going on as well. And I'm just using a Versamark over this craft paper with the stencil to just get a tone on tone look so that it's a very subtle design, and I love that look, especially on craft paper. And this is the Coffee Graphics stencil, which has three great different patterns to use. You can see the coffee words, and this is kind of a coffee stain, but I love that it also has that coffee bean going through the middle of the stain. It adds a little extra to it. And this looks great to do on the edges. Look at it, so cute. I accidentally forgot to mask the top of the stencil, which I was going to do, but I'm just going to fix that by rearranging my card front a little to cover that up. So I'm just doing one on each side so that kind of sticks out on the edges of the card design. I'm just using a dark mocha colored ink for that, a distress ink. And as you can see, I kind of cut out the pieces for the sketch ahead of time to kind of figure out how I wanted to set them up. I turned this design on its side a little bit to go with the image that I wanted to stamp. So I've got that dark brown strip, and I used one of the other images I used the Beautiful stamp set for all of the stamped images. So I used that just to make kind of my own designer paper for that strip there. And on that smaller piece, I did the same thing but with Versamark ink again, and used the dark brown ink to do that cute little coffee bean edge, and just stamped it on each side so that it went all the way around. And I've got that cute XO with the coffee mug stamp that I've just stamped on white paper. And I'm just using some watercolor markers here, but I'm not using them in a watercolor. I'm just coloring with them like regular markers. I wanted to have like one kind of pop of color off of all of the neutrals, but still kind of keep it in that tone. So I found a yellow that I really loved and decided to color that image with that. I'm just going to color that all in. I've also got foam tape underneath that light tan rectangle of paper, so that once I get everything mounted on there, I can just pop it up onto the front of my card. The sentiment is Mugs and Kisses, which I love, which is also from the Beautiful set. There's some great sentiments, great floral designs in there, great mug designs, little florals that you can add to the mugs to design your own mugs. Lots of cute stuff in there and could be used for so many different things, but there's some great sentiments to go with a coffee theme card like this. So I'm just going to put everything together. I just stamped that sentiment also in the dark brown ink on the light tan cardstock. I just glued that down. I'm just placing my stamped image kind of going along with the sketch that I used, and then using the foam tape that I already put on back, just pop that up over that strip that's already stamped. and it all just comes together. I really love how this turned out. It's a simple card. You could use the sketch as well to make it any way you like. But I love these stamps. I love the stencils that go with them. So great. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Have a great day.